Welcome to the Cryptonaut podcast. I am Mark Storrs, hanging out here as always with Mr. Robert Thomas Morphy II.
I am here.
Mr. Christopher Carnicelli.
I'm here too.
Accounted for, good sir.
Yeah.
How are we doing?
Excellent.
As a
Honestly,
group.
very well.
Yeah.
As a group, I can't I can't speak for everyone, but I can't say for I'm doing well.
I mean, I think we're all here. We're doing it. We're hanging out. We're recording this in July 4th weekend, dude.
Yes, we are.
I know.
This
The
is
beginning of your Halloween season.
This is the beginning of my solstice with just fireworks and pumpkins and shit.
Explosions
Yeah.
and the macabre is
Yeah.
literally your way of life.
Yeah.
And I'm glad to be here with you too, needless to say. That has heightened my mood, to be sure.
Top of the show, everyone that wants to support us over there at patreon.com. We offer the $1 and the $5 tier. Y'all can check that out, get your bonus audios. We do have a movie night coming up, which we're going to be disclosing to the Discord.
We decided right before we started recording what movie it will be, and I am very excited.
Yes, so we're going to be having that announcement over there on the Discord. It will also be announced on the regular social medias and whatnots. Also, too, we have merch available for sale. Our TeePublic shop is at hellerspace.com. Summertime, get yourself some of those summertime tees. Mm-hmm. Maybe like what I got right here, this cut off by a t-shirt, cut the sleeves off.
Could it be sexier? It could not, I
mean,
submit.
dude, seriously. And of course, we have our crowd-made shop, which is at cryptonautmerch.com. Get some exclusive designs over there. Check all that out. Descriptions in the description of this podcast. Those links will be available for everybody to check out. So you can just click. You don't got to go remembering URLs and typing them in, although hellerspace.com is catchy and very easy to type in.
True that.
You can also visit cryptonautpodcast.com. Everything there will connect you into all the ways you can support us. We appreciate everyone that does that. This week, looks like this is a Mystery Bag Monday?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
dusting it off.
Okay.
Retroactive, but currently now active.
Okay.
The Mystery Bag Monday.
Oh, dude, I like it. We're talking about the Melrose Creeper and the Farmersville Green Man.
Very close.
Oh.
I called it the Creeper literally 100 times when I wrote this article, but it's called the Melrose Creep.
Oh, okay. So should I adjust the title here to Melrose Creep?
Oh, did I fucking write it wrong again?
You did. It's
then
okay.
I'm a dillwacky.
Oh, a dillwacky. Using all that salty language in the birth.
I'm sorry to go blue so early.
Yeah, really. On the precipice of America's birth, you're using such language.
Honestly, I mean, in all deference to the originator of the name, I think Melrose Creeper is catchier, but Melrose Creep will do just fine.
All right, cool. Melrose Creep and the Farmersville Green Man. I love it. Let's get started with these two brief yet bizarre, and in one case, extremely brutal cases, are emblematic of the kind of unexpected encounters that human beings across the globe claim to have had with creatures that lurk beyond the pale of rational explanation. Are we dealing with cryptids, aliens, fairy folk, occult incarnations, interdimensional entities, or something that as yet defies description? Let's dig in.
Let's do.
All right, dig in.
Dude, Melrose Creep.
Melrose
Sounds
Place.
like a kid. Yeah, Melrose Place. Is
Early Fox show,
dude.
right between 90210. I think I got that zip code right. I don't know, to be honest.
Yeah, all right.
Once
well,
Luke
shit.
Perry was gone, I gave 0 fucks.
Oh,
For the
where did
record,
he
before
go?
Luke Perry was gone, and I don't mean dead, I mean left the show, I still gave 0 fucks about that show.
I used to watch it all the time, and I don't know
Well,
why.
you were a kid.
I was a kid. It came
You were
out.
a baby. But before we get started, thanks as ever goes out to our indispensable research guru, Cole Harold, for unearthing these odd gems. Without his industrious work, we would not have come across them, or at least I wouldn't have early enough to write this pod.
All right. Well, shit. What up, Cole? Thank you so much.
And how? You guys ready?
Let's do it.
Rat.
The one and only source for our first case comes to us from the Weird U.S. book series, specifically the 2010 Oregon edition, written by animator L. Euphrasio and paranormal investigator Jefferson Dale Davis. In it, the pair cites the clearly pseudonymous Captain Morgan, maybe a real name, maybe a birth name, probably not, who claimed that while going for a midnight stroll in the woodlands behind his home near southeast Oregon's Melrose Township, he came face to hideous face with a bizarre diminutive being that would forever after haunt his nightmares.
Captain Morgan, put your foot down, dude.
You can't have it. Put
No.
one leg up.
And dude,
clearly,
I mean, you got to
no.
put it down, man.
dominance
Yeah.
is the key here.
Nice.
According to the account published in Weird Oregon, Morgan, who was a nature lover and self-proclaimed night owl, decided one evening to take a walk past a clear-cut section of woods behind his house into the forest proper. As he was meandering through the moonlit darkness, Morgan claimed that he heard a soft pattering sound behind him, as if bare feet were gently landing, creeping perhaps, on the hard dirt. Unconcerned, Morgan turned around. He was used to the wide range of wildlife that lived in the area, and though he was on his guard, he would not have at all been surprised to see a bear, a big cat, or a coyote on the path. This was not the case, however. Morgan's first surprise came when he realized that the small silhouetted being that was following him walked not on 4 legs, but 2. The second thing that struck terror in his heart was the fact that its bulging eyes appeared to be glowing a bright crimson hue. As the waddling creature slipped in and out of the moon-cast shadows on the path, the pit of Morgan's stomach began to drop. Whatever he'd hoped he was looking at, perhaps a very small chubby man with light-up glasses, he realized he was wrong, and that this thing, was not only not human, but utterly unlike anything he'd ever seen before.
When you're hoping it's just a little fat guy with weird glasses.
Yeah, it's just a fat dude with fucking Elton John spectacle glasses.
Oh, fucking the creeper in the Jets.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Fuck,
Wow.
dude. Sweet.
Yeah, little baby rocket man, but nope.
Nice.
The hunched entity that steadily approached him was less than 4 feet in height, completely hairless, and had skin that seemed to be slathered in a slick, oily sheen, a little bit like the old Grafton monster, if you recall that bugger.
He's a greasy little dude.
A greasy little man
Okay.
Its arms were much longer than they ought to have been and terminated in 6-fingered hands. Oddly, its stubby legs ended in 3-toed feet with unnervingly long claws. So 3-toed baby feet, fucking 6-fingered hands.
It's got some rippers on them.
Morgan, seemingly frozen in horror, could only stare as its face emerged from the darkness, revealing a toothy grin and eerily humanoid features that looked like a cross between 1987's mutant hand puppets known as Boglins, big shout out to Boglins,
Fucking what up, Boglins?
and the male-formed conjoined twin brother Belial in legendary filmmaker and grindhouse scholar Frank Henenlotter's 1982 horror classic, Basket Case.
Oh, boy.
A film that's so dirty, but I love.
That's gross.
In short, this intrepid nightwalker had managed to bump into a living nightmare. Belial was a nasty motherfucker.
Yeah, really. Ugh.
As the being drew ever closer, something inside Morgan snapped, and he realized that if he didn't do something immediately, this potentially bellicose beast would be within attacking distance. With his adrenaline pumping, Morgan dodged the inhuman entity and dashed back to his home, locking the doors behind him and praying that the doors and windows would hold if the thing decided to come knocking. In fact, his terror following the encounter was so profound that the man refused to leave his home for weeks for fear that the terrifying troglodyte would be laying in wait for him. Morgan genuinely believed that he had been targeted by this being and wanted to offer it 0 opportunities to claim him.
No, this guy's just chewing up his vacation time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I mean, I don't know what kind of work excuse you get for that. I mean, probably a psych excuse.
Troglodyte terror. I can't leave.
How could you leave?
I mean, you can't, a guard, maybe? Security?
I mean, if you have, a cachet of armed guards, that's going to definitely instill you with
a
confidence.
stick, a large stick.
A shillelagh even.
Ooh.
shillelagh.
Which is honestly just a large polished stick.
Or a hockey stick, perhaps?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, the curved end could be useful, and it's long.
To keep it away from you.
But it's a little unwieldy.
Keep it at a distance.
I mean, there's got to be some a fucking kettle prod.
Yeah, I mean, fuck it, just go, full on, just grab a gun and just wait for this thing to show up if you need to. But
And
I mean,
pop a cap.
it's gonna be hard to explain.
cap.
Yes.
It's gonna
In the
be-
parlance of our times.
It's gonna be hard to explain this to the cops.
Well, I mean, if
Had
it's
to shoot a troglodyte. Sorry, officer.
once you show the troglodyte, though, it's like, well, yeah, clearly, what else do you do with it?
But once you shoot it, it disappears. And
Yeah,
then
it always
you
does,
look
doesn't
like
it?
a
Or it turns
madman.
into a baby or like a goat or something.
God. Chris just did a double.
He
take.
blanched a little.
it
Yeah.
turns into a baby.
I don't know. Something that makes you look like a dick. Like an incredible dick. Like Morgan standing
that
there
would do it.
well
I
within
mean-
his rights to shoot this fucking troglodyte bastard, and then
All
all of a
right.
sudden it's a dead little baby and everyone's looking at him like he's the bad guy.
You're right. They would. Yeah, as you want to do. Okay, well, Whew, moving on.
And I would too in those circumstances.
Don't dig yourself out of this hole. This is I want you to lay in this hole and think about it. I want you to think about
He's
it.
hiding in his house.
It's okay.
He's that scared.
We are here for you. You are here for us. Let's continue.
When you're scared, you do crazy shit.
Yes.
Eventually, however, his paranoia ebbed and Morgan was able to reclaim a semblance of normal life. After months had passed, even he resumed his former passion for nature walks, but while hiking en route to meet a friend some 7 miles east of Melrose at a place known as Dorner Cutoff in Roseburg, Oregon, Morgan would once again find himself in the crosshairs of this insidious imp.
Oh, shit.
According to his account, as he was making his way to the rendezvous spot, Morgan once again heard the soft, ominous footfalls that had months before, heralded the arrival of what has come to be known as the Melrose Creep. Instantly unnerved, Morgan began sprinting to the meeting place. Once he got there, he found, to his chagrin, that his friend had not yet arrived. Morgan paced anxiously, looking around, hearing those terrible padded footsteps creep ever closer. After 5 interminable minutes, during which he was convinced he would once again come face to hellish face with the creep, Morgan's friend finally showed up. With this new arrival, the forest fell silent and Morgan was finally able to take a sigh of relief. But considering his weeks-long, terror-fueled self-confinement, one would not be shocked to learn that this second almost encounter with this mayhap maleficent mini-monster did no favors for his state of mind. It's not reported, but I can only assume that he finally gets out. He finally starts walking in nature. He hears it again. Is it his imagination? Is it the horror from the first encounter? Is it this thing really stalking him?
Right.
Well, yeah, it is. At this point, he's like, no, my hypothesis is correct. It's after me.
Right. Surely that's what he has to believe.
This thing's clearly targeting him, like for sure.
If indeed he's really hearing what he thinks he hears.
True. Okay.
Because it is possible for someone to have a genuine paranormal encounter and then be so rattled by it that they're not quite right and they're not trusting their perceptions or not accurately interpreting them, maybe not ever after, but for a while after as a response to it.
Right, like just troglodyte imps everywhere. Target's never the same.
Yeah, you can't go to
You
Target
can't do
or
anything.
Walmart.
Yeah, or the new Chipotle.
Fuck JCPenney.
Yeah, JCPenney, big rips.
Full of trolls. We all know it.
That's why they closed
I
down.
hate to call it out,
Nationwide.
but that's why. Chapels and ogres. I could go on and on.
Okay.
That's why malls are no longer a thing, and Amazon rules.
Mall ogres.
Mall ogres.
They ruined the mall.
Yeah. Sons of a bitch. All
As
right.
it stands, there are no other reports of the so-called Melrose Creep skulking through the already Bigfoot-ridden forests of Oregon. Skeptics are quick to suggest that this is due to the fact that the authors of Weird Oregon were the victims of a hoax perpetrated by an individual obnoxious enough to steal the name of privateer Captain Henry Morgan, or more likely than not, the popular rum brand of the same name. Be that as it may, the Melrose Creep is just one of an array of stout, deformed humanoids known to wander America's wilds. The most notable being the unfortunately disfigured individuals known as melonheads. It should be pointed out, however, that melonheads are not cryptids, but human beings suffering from the horrible condition known as hydrocephalus, who, having been abandoned as children, allegedly dwell in the woods like feral animals. This is almost certainly an urban, or rather rural, legend. The Melrose Creep, on the other hand, seems to be of different stock. That having been said, what that stock may be is anyone's guess. This could be just another one-off weird encounter like the one that Christmas tree cultivator Alfred G. Horn had on the evening of December 15th, 1956, when he caught sight of an inexplicable entity that came to be known as the Dairy Faerie. Standing under 2 feet tall, this bizarre being was described as being neither human nor animal. This wrinkly, stump-limbed critter had 2 slit-like nostrils instead of a nose, and where its eyes ought to have been were a pair of holes that were covered with a translucent, film-like substance akin to the membrane protecting the eyes of some fish and reptiles. And those interested, go back to episode 76, The Dairy Faerie, find out more about that.
Nice.
Truly an anomalous animal, if indeed it was an animal at all. Could the Melrose Creep, like the Dairy Faerie before it, be an unknown creature, a cryptid that was never seen before and destined to never be seen again? Potentially, but it seems unlikely. Animals, no matter how rare, stake out a certain habitat and require a specific amount of space and nutrients to survive, not to mention at least a modest breeding population to exist at all. None of that seems likely, as there are no additional reports of any creep-like critters in the area, and there ought to be a rich tradition of such sightings, much like those of Sasquatch going back past the pre-colonial period to legends of indigenous peoples. So monster does not seem to be a likely option in either of those cases.
Yeah, no. I mean, I guess I always go back to like, okay, if this is some indigenous creature, troglodyte living amongst us, maybe they're like living in the earth, you know?
Underground,
yeah.
underwater. Those are the only two places where something could rationally, I suppose, go on, especially underwater, because it goes without saying it's full of tons of shit. But subterranean, you're right. That's a little harder pill to swallow, but that would at least allow you to travel extensively and exist in a way, especially if you don't really have to come up to the surface for anything.
Yeah, there's like a little kingdom down there that you're a part of or whatever, and one day you're just like, I'm going to go to the surface, and you go to the surface and fuck around and scare this guy, and then you make it, you know, your life's revenge, I guess, to get a hold of this dude and terrorize him some more.
Yeah, all right. I mean, we might be stretching on that, but could it be subterranean? Yeah.
Dude, subterranean kingdoms, be about it, dude.
I mean, like the Mammoth Cave system in Kentucky and other places.
Dude, go to House Cavern, dog.
Pale goblins galore.
Yeah, dude, go to House Cavern full of goblins.
Well, I don't think so. I mean, we wish.
There's bats for sure.
There's no real legends of goblins in House Cavern. Let's be clear about that.
Not yet.
Mammoth Caves, on the other hand, chock full of legends.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, man. Subterranean species, man. You can't fucking. You got to keep your eyes out.
That you should put a pin in right now.
Putting in pin in it.
There you go.
Sweet.
Dope.
If we're not talking cryptid, then could it be an extraterrestrial encounter? That would explain the brevity of the run-in, though lingering for months just to supposedly stalk Morgan again in another patch of woods 7 miles away seems alarmingly dedicated for an alien visitor. But as there are no correlative UFO reports from the time and region, that must remain mere speculation. There is also the scientifically scandalous idea that this thing may be the result of a dark magic ritual used to conjure such a creature from a hellish sphere for vile purposes one can only guess at and shudder. You must shudder when you guess at dark purposes.
Dude.
Yeah, no, I did.
Yeah, I saw.
It was,
God.
Yeah, it was mostly on the inside.
It was almost a convulsion.
Chris is shuddering on the inside right now.
Yeah.
After all, the supernatural only exists because it currently falls beyond our limited realm of comprehension. And once upon a time, learned men looked upon the existence of invisible things such as atoms and germs with equally skeptical eyes. Perhaps we are only one great discovery away from confirming the existence of alternate realities, some of which may well contain creatures that we, with our limited knowledge and prejudicial eyes, may classify as monsters, whether or not they deserve such a designation.
Oh, you're making peace with them already, huh?
Not all ugly things are evil.
I know this is the tale as old as time.
Yes.
But
talons and sharp teeth are pretty indicative of a predator.
Yeah, and I mean, there's a reason why we've come as far as we have as a species.
Because we kill first, ask questions later?
No.
Kill first, befriend later?
No, because large teeth and shit like that were like, get the fuck in the tree or get the fuck in the cave.
That's true. Once upon a time, we were decimated down to like less than 10,000 as a species, and we came back killing en masse
those assholes,
with a vengeance.
Those assholes that didn't care about saber-toothed tigers, if that was a thing, they're like, oh, look, it's a big kitty. Guess what? They're dead.
You're right.
And your line stops. We made it. Look at us three right here.
Yep.
Us specimens of humanity.
Because we all ran away.
Exactly. Because we all fucking ran away.
So those that ran away and killed survived.
Yes.
Yeah.
And now
and the brave die.
And animal lovers certainly probably didn't survive in those circumstances very long.
Dude, you're like, oh my God, it's a kitty. Guess what? You're dead. It's going to eat your fucking eyeballs in front of your family. Then it's going to eat your family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, well, saber-toothed tigers. What are you going to do?
I mean, I don't know. Do we actually exist with them?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I have
100%.
I have no idea. I don't know.
Fossil records indicate.
Land of the Lost, dude. You got me.
Dude, no, we didn't exist with dinosaurs or sleestacks, sadly.
I don't know, dude.
But we did exist with megafauna.
I'm going to trust you on this.
Woolly
Megafauna.
rhinoceros,
I like that.
We don't know
mastodons. We were there for all that shit.
Megafauna.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we are the lineage that survived.
We are not megafauna. We are people.
Yeah, no.
Megafauna died except for like elephants and rhinos.
Dude, we survived megafauna.
Yeah, we did. Even giant carnivorous rabbits.
USA.
Yep, that's exactly what I was going for. No, you nailed it. You just jumped ahead to the place I was heading, but clearly that's what I was going for.
All right, fine.
Oh, only in Olympic years, buddy. All right. Either way, it demands to be noted that the actual agenda of this ambulating abomination is unknown. Despite the fact that the red-eyed, misshapen creep looked like it stumbled off the set of Charles Band's mid-80 craptastic occult opus Ghoulies, which I fucking love.
I love ghoulies.
And that it bore a bevy of needle-like teeth and razor-sharp talons, there is no evidence that the creature had malefic intent. It may have been just as confused or frightened of the lanky human as he was of it. Still, it seems that Morgan made the sage decision to heed his instincts and escape the scene as this squat monstrosity, whatever it may have been and wherever it was from, was clearly capable of inflicting grievous bodily harm.
I like your occult angle there, sort of, where you're like, maybe this was conjured from the spirit of some vile spirit
can't
of
rule it out.
hell.
Oh, like somebody pumpkin-headed.
Yeah, or some sort of like revenge demon,
Or literally ghoulies, where a spell at a party, things get out of control, conjures up a whole array of satanic critters that come out and start fucking around, popping out of toilets, doing all the shit they do.
Could have been.
It is my
Could have been the old backwards heavy metal album.
Yeah.
Oh, like in the gate.
As per all of them.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Dude, all of the little
As per all
creatures
more.
that were spawned by gremlins, I have a soft spot for, except maybe the fucking munchies. They can go fuck themselves.
The munchies.
That was a terrible movie. But Critters, I'm a huge fan.
Yeah.
The Gate, the first
Gate?
one, even
Yeah.
the second one's
Fuck
okay, but the
yeah,
first
dude.
one's great.
Yeah.
You know, fucking Hobgoblins. Piece of shit, but I still loved it.
Oh, ghoulies. What was the other one? Trolls.
Oh, Troll. There's a Troll reference
and
coming
then
up, dude.
Trolls 2.
I don't remember Trolls 2 as much, but I do really like Troll.
Trolls 2 is when they were.
Oh, no, I do
that
know.
was with Nilbog.
That was
Nilbog.
yeah, because Nilbog is
Is
the
goblin
reverse word of goblin.
backwards.
It was
Yeah,
originally
dude.
called Goblin. Then those motherfuckers said, "Oh no, wait, Troll was kind of a hit. Let's make it Troll 2."
And it makes
You're right. It's regarded as the worst film ever.
It's-
Of course, I've seen
Yeah.
that. What was I thinking?
It makes zero sense.
It's garbage. They have to eat the green goop
Yes,
to turn
and
into
the-
vegetables so the goblins can eat them.
Dude, and the acting is awful.
The
but
acting,
it is-
the fucking lead guy is a fucking dentist who just fucking walked in for a casting call.
It's such a good movie, though, dude. I love it.
Oh my
As
God.
a kid, I used to just, I had that on VHS that I bought from West Side Video.
Dude, I had fucking Ghoulies and Troll on the same tape.
Oh,
I would
that's a
watch that
banger.
shit
That's
more
a-
often
Oh,
than
man.
I'm
Dude,
proud
that's
to
a
admit.
back to
Dude,
back.
super long play. Put 40 movies on one tape.
Oh yeah, totally.
Doesn't matter how shitty
If
the
they're like
fucking,
an hour and a half, you
Yeah.
can jam them and jam them. At least 5.5.
Didn't matter.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. That's a fucking banger right there.
Absolutely.
All right.
And like I say, put a little fucking bookmark on Troll.
Okay.
That's coming back.
All right. Oh, let's do it.
The hallmark of our next case is also grievous bodily harm, but this time it was not caused by, but inflicted on the unknown creature in question.
Oh.
This incredible and ultimately tragic encounter, which was first chronicled in an article penned by Alex Evans for the November 1978 edition of Fate magazine titled Encounters with Little Men, actually occurred back in May of 1913, just 2 miles west of the tiny rural North Texas town of Farmersville. According to an account recorded in 1998 by Janet Board in her indispensable Faeries, Real-Life Encounters with Little People, 3 boys, 12-year-old Silby Latham, only time I've ever seen this name, Silby.
Yep.
Silby.
That's
yeah.
Silbie.
I've never met a Silby.
Silby Latham, along with his brothers Clyde and Sid, were chopping cotton on their family farm when their attention was suddenly grabbed by the noisy antics of their dogs. Used to their bombastic barking, the boys at first ignored the canine cacophony, but as their growling grew more ferocious, they decided they'd better investigate. As the kids made their way through the cotton field toward the circle of agitated mutts, they were ill-prepared for the scene that was about to unfold before their youthful eyes. At first, standing in the center of the canine rabble, they must have thought that they were looking at an extraordinarily large, oddly shaped mushroom. But when it moved, they realized that this was something quite unlike anything they had ever seen. The semi-humanoid creature was nearly 1.5 feet tall, with a rubbery, dark green, fungus-like epidermis. But by far its oddest attribute was the fact that its skull blossomed outward like the brim of a large hat before coming back into a rounded top like a distorted mushroom cap, or what the eyewitnesses claimed resembled a fleshy sombrero. The old fleshy sombrero.
All
My
right.
new punk rock
I
band.
hate everything about that.
Is that like a Gorgut song? Fleshy sombrero.
Jesus
Like,
Christ.
It just seems like it would be.
In his article on the subject, Cole Harold accurately described the thing as being a potentially adorable cross between Kermit the Frog and Gelwin, the wizard mushroom from Charles Band, again he pops up, criminally underrated 1986 low-budget horror fantasy VHS classic, Troll.
That's right. I remember that weird little mushroom dude.
Oh,
who
that
had
little
his
mushroom wizard with the
Yeah,
wand?
and he's like, da, 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 and he makes some weird noise and shit and just was hanging out in the garden or whatever.
In the garden that was the apartment
Yes.
that had been transformed by the troll into the fucking fairy world territory.
Everything gets all, it's all like weird and crispy in there.
Foggy.
Yeah, and everyone turns into weird little creatures and
Yeah,
shit.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus turns into a
that's
fucking
right.
monster
she
of
was
sorts.
like some weird little like fucking fairy. Okay, all right, yeah. Weird,
Yeah.
dude. All right, cool.
I want to state for the record, that was not Cole's interpretation of how good Troll is. That's all mine.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how he feels about Troll. I
think-
won't speak for him.
I'm
I
gonna,
love that fucking
I'm gonna
movie.
gander a guess here that I bet you Cole is into Troll.
It even had Noah Hathaway of fucking Neverending Story fame. The one, Atreyu.
Oh, it did.
The
That's
dude who
Oh,
was
yeah.
actually doing
Yep,
the
yeah.
adventure while the
Yeah.
punk kid read the book. I never understood why the punk kid didn't fall into the book and do the adventure. That would have made so much more sense.
Yeah,
for sure.
And then he comes out of the book and he's like, oh my God, it's the real world. I must have been fantasizing or I fell asleep or whatever. But oh wait, Luck Dragon shows up and boom, it is the real world. But now I'm fucking a dragon master.
And then Artax is dead.
But instead we
No,
get
he's
Atreyu and a
alive.
different kid.
Artax is alive?
Dude, he comes. Everyone like flipped
yeah,
out. Like,
everyone.
that was the worst thing.
I
I'm
thought
like,
he
dude,
died.
He
No, then
completely-
nothing gets erased.
Yeah. Don't you remember the end of that movie?
The never-ending story.
Like I was
it
like, oh,
sucks
dude,
at
Artax
the
dies.
end,
I'm
according
like,
to Mark.
it's like the happiest thing ever. Everything's fine. Artax is alive. He's riding in the field.
I don't remember.
Oh my god!
I really
when did the
don't.
movie end
Did you
for
think it was a tragedy?
The castle blew up? Credits.
I remember. Oh no, yeah, because the girl's like, "You've got to say my name. You've got to say my name." And then like, there's like the lightning strike, and he says, "What was her name?" He like says her name,
Moonchild.
Moonchild. Okay, didn't know.
Good
that.
on you, Chris. I had forgotten that.
Wow. Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
She had
Okay.
an eerily adult voice for a small child. It was
I guess
odd.
I don't remember
Well,
that
she
happening.
spoke
in the
very.
end.
Well, she had an accent too, right? Like
Whispery, I guess
slightly
British.
British. Yeah.
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 Whisper British.
Yeah. Well, it's a little. Yeah. It was kind of weird.
Maybe I should just go back and rewatch it and actually like stick around for the end.
Yeah, that might be
Yeah.
good. You get
Apparently-
to see the bullies dive into a dumpster?
See, I do remember that.
Well, of
Fuck.
course.
Man, I don't know. Maybe this whole Artax thing hit me on a different level where I gave up. I'm like, that's it.
I can see.
The nothing
sad.
got me.
It was pretty epic.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, he's flying around on Falcor in the land,
Oh, you're right.
and he's
Oh,
like,
no, now I'm
waving
kind
hi to
of.
everybody.
I'm
Classic
kinda-
'80s ending, waving hi to everyone.
Yeah, because wasn't like Robin Williams' character there too, right?
Who?
Robin Williams wasn't he in
What?
that? Yeah,
Let's take a little pause there.
it wasn't Robin Williams.
Not
he
in
wasn't?
fucking Never-Ending Story.
Oh,
No.
what was Robin Williams in?
Didn't
Never-Ending
he
Story?
play one of those
like a creature?
Yeah, didn't he play like a creature with fucking?
You've not seen this fucking movie.
No, I have. I thought that. Okay, we can't talk about this anymore. We
Yeah.
can't.
I think you're thinking of Bicentennial Man.
Oh my God! All right.
Wasn't he like a robot?
Continuing on.
Okay, we'll make fun
You
of you.
remember
on
when
Patreon.
Jim Gaffigan was in Legend?
Oh, fuck off. All right. Actually, that would be kind of cool. Jim Gaffigan was a legend.
Mark's fantasy movies of the 80s. Revisited.
Oh, my God.
I would love to read a book that's just based on your memories of shit and how you thought they were.
I just, all right.
Holy moly.
All right.
Fine.
Back to the story. So,
Jesus Christ.
mushroom creature,
My
dogs surrounding
God.
it. Within moments of entering the fray, before the brothers could even contemplate what to do with their fabulous find, the carnivorous canines lunged forward, sinking their sharp teeth into this almost certainly terrified thing's rubbery flesh, tearing it apart. The kids watched in abject horror as what they described as red blood and human-like organs poured out of the body of the now vivisected and clearly dying Mushroom Man.
Oh, my God. This got so dark.
It got so dark so quick.
Jesus Christ. He's just getting torn apart by dogs?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Happy 4th of July, people.
Nice first contact, fuckers.
USA.
No,
USA.
no, not now. Not now, Mark.
USA.
Too late.
Oh, God.
Can't save this moment.
Oh, shit. All right.
The moment its cartilaginous carcass hit the ground, the dogs backed away as if suddenly afraid. Did they sense something toxic within the creature's innards, or were they affected by some other instinct? It's impossible to know, but the boys noted that their dogs made it a point to stay near them and steer clear of the corpse for the rest of the day, becoming actively afraid if they moved too close. As for the kids who witnessed the plant-like humanoid's terrible demise, Sylvie, Clyde, and Sid could only stare helplessly at its mangled form. They knew there was nothing they could do to save the poor creature, which within moments expired before their eyes. This being long before the dawn of common knowledge of forensic science, the brothers, perhaps like their canine companions, sensing that something was not right about the inexplicable corpse, backed away from the body and resumed their chores, making a wide berth around the carcass as it began to rot in the scorching sun.
I mean, you just were witness to a murder.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, report it to somebody.
you can't just be, yeah. I mean,
Some institution.
As weird as it sounds, you gotta be like, yeah, my dog ripped apart this humanoid.
I didn't want it to happen.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you don't want your dog getting, in trouble. Oh, maybe, you know what? Maybe you don't report this.
I don't know, man.
You might have to actually, like, get rid of the corpse.
I mean, did they actually, I suppose if your dog killed somebody or mangled somebody, they would have put it to sleep back then.
100%.
Or put a bullet in its head, more likely.
Yeah, all right, calm down there, old yeller, but yeah.
I'm just saying. Yeah. Not awesome.
I mean, you don't want
your dog.
You don't want your dog getting shot, so maybe you might have to just dispose of the corpse, know?
True.
Cement shoes.
There was that other case we did, that Australian case. I think it was dogs versus monsters, maybe dogs versus aliens. I'm not sure which case scenario it was, nor did I cite it because I didn't think about it until just now. But remember that farmer's dog fucked up that alien, and then he had the instinct to leave and go to like a motel for the night. When he came back, his dog was gone. Everything was all fucked up.
And they took like a revenge or some shit.
Ostensibly.
Well, maybe.
Yeah,
we don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, you can presume the worst, and why not? Have fun with it. Just like the end of Neverending Story. Just the
make up
worst
your
thing
own
happens.
I don't know why. I just looked at the cast. I could have swore Robin Williams was in it as one of the characters. Like a brief dude that he was talking to Atreyu on the way before the rock people and before the
Fisher King, maybe? I'm trying to think of
before
anything
the-
fantasy like he was in. That was so sad. That movie was a dick kicker.
It was good though.
It was a
But
good movie, but it's not one I need to revisit.
No, it was a bummer.
It was before the gate. I'm pretty sure it was before the gate where with the boobs and they shot the lasers. Remember, the most brave man will go
the
through.
Southern Oracle.
The Southern Oracle, yeah.
I think that came out around the same time as The Gate, maybe a little before.
No. I mean, the character in my mind of Robin Williams was somewhere in like before the gate. Like he was like, he's gonna go, he's gonna make it.
You mean the literal?
Yeah,
I thought
the
you were talking
literal
about the
character.
movie. Okay,
Yeah,
no, he
yeah.
wasn't in that fucking movie.
No,
but-
I know. I'm
Yeah.
fucked. I live in a different dude. This is a mandala effect.
It could be.
Yeah, I live in a different
In your world,
than you.
Robin
guys.
Williams had a cameo in the Neverending Story.
There you go.
In the real world, which is the only world I occupy.
The real,
Yeah,
The real world
it was
is the-
Eddie Murphy.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
and he was
fucking
fan-fucking-tastic.
amazing, dude. That's what
No, he
that
was
movie
great.
needed.
He was the laser.
That's what that movie needed. Was Eddie Murphy talking about how his Uncle Gus's wife is a Sasquatch.
Wow.
It's one of my favorite bits.
It is a great bit.
I fucking love Eddie Murphy.
All right.
Good God. All
We're
right.
back to some punk
Back
kids.
to poor,
not wanting their dogs to die.
corpse disposal.
They ruined the first encounter with this creature.
Oh yeah, this is a bad,
Ostensibly the
this
first
is a
encounter.
bad how do you do? Nice to meet you.
It really is.
Yeah.
And it's rotting in the sun while everyone's afraid.
Awesome.
As happens all too often in older cases, wherein earth-shattering evidence was present, it evidently never occurred to the young men to collect the critter's corpse and attempt to preserve it for scientific study. The shame of it being a potentially new branch of biological science could have come into existence if this single example of a bipedal quasi-human fungoid had been preserved.
Fungoid.
Alas, that'll never be the case.
Yeah, no, dude. You had the moment and you fucking.
They always do.
You only get one shot.
I mean, they don't always. Like, Mary Latimer, I think I got her name right, actually reported finding a fucking coelacanth in the Madagascar, the South African fishing, sale or whatever, the shoreline fisherman's market.
Okay.
And she reported it, and then the world realized, holy shit, this extinct species still exists in the 1930s, and it became like the hallmark of cryptozoology.
Okay.
So when it happens, when it does get reported to official channels, it's called science. When this shit goes down, it's apocryphal, it's paranormal.
Right.
If they had reported it, then weird fungus people or whatever the fuck this thing is would now be a part of de facto science, even if this is the only one. But then they probably would have looked and looked and looked until they found something else.
No, for sure.
It's going to be a weird way to be like, hi, we're humans. Sorry,
So
our dog ripped one of your people apart.
we don't even like these things. They're terrible.
Yeah.
We keep them close to us to stop them from doing this much damage,
Yeah.
but we fucked up this one time. They're kids. They can't, they don't know.
Oh, shit.
All right.
All right.
After their chores were completed, the brothers rushed home to tell their parents about this incredible encounter. But in a scene that is played out far too many times, particularly in classic cases such as this, the patently cynical adults did not believe the frankly outlandish tale told by their excited children. The following day, the boys, their courage no doubt bolstered by their curiosity, returned to the scene of the massacre to see what was left of the creature. To their shock, especially considering that no animals would get near the thing the day before, they found that the remains had vanished. Stranger still, not only was the carcass gone, but the copious amounts of blood and organs that had been spread around the spot were now inexplicably missing. It was as if someone, or something, had retrieved the horrifically mutilated body and scrupulously scrubbed the scene, leaving no trace of the tragedy that had taken place there less than 24 hours earlier.
Fucking U.S. government, dude, came in and cleaned that shit up.
They weren't having it.
No.
Early Men in Black, way early, 1913. The men in straw hats. I don't even know what they'd be dressed like then. Men in derbies.
You're right.
Or its own people came back to...
That is more the direction I was leaning.
Yeah, probably.
Like its own people came down. It's like, oh, Emulac, you fucking said hi to the... What the fuck?
Oh my God,
Oh my
no.
God. Who's going to tell his kids?
He's so fucking torn apart.
He was so nice.
Is that his head or is that his feet? We don't know.
Oh, pick up the anus. Pick up all the blood.
The anus? Why did they remove his anus?
This is terrible. It's the only way you can get to the other life. The anus. Preserve the anus at all costs.
Oh, no, Jesus. Thank God he didn't get turned into a baby and get shot. I mean...
Wow. No, hey, that's the Melrose creep. All right. No dead babies in this one.
Oh, I'm bringing it back.
Unless this was a baby mushroom man.
Stop.
Didn't know what he was doing, crawled away from home, was trying to make new friends, but he did not make friends.
Oh.
He did not.
This is what happened when Willow left the village.
No, he survived, became a hero, came home,
maybe
went on a series,
maybe
apparently.
that should have happened and would have ended the series quicker.
It would have ended the movie much sharper.
Yeah, for sure.
Not surprisingly, especially considering their own parents' skeptical reaction, the brothers Latham decided not to share their experience with the public at large. It would be 34 years before Kenneth Arnold's epoch-making sighting of a fleet of flying saucers over Mount Rainier or the alleged crash of an alien craft near the Roswell Army Air Base would officially usher in the modern UFO era, and folks simply did not speak about things such as monsters or fairy folk unless they wanted to be subject to funny looks or outright ridicule. That being the case, it was decided that their secret would remain in the family, being surreptitiously passed down from generation to generation. That would be until 1978, when Sylvie's grandson decided to out the family secret by making an official report to Dr. J. Allen Hynek's Center for UFO Studies.
Dark Hynek is back?
The Dark Hynek
So
never
soon.
left. Never left.
So soon.
He doesn't play into this case directly.
He's been in the corner of the studio the entire time. Just staring at
just
you.
waiting.
Just looking at you.
With those sweet shades.
Yeah, that hungry mustache.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and that Van Dyke.
The hungry Van Dyke.
Yeah.
In his letter to Cufos, the unnamed grandson wrote, quote, "My grandfather has a most solid reputation for truth and honesty, but has never told of this because of fear of ridicule. He has agreed to tell this only after much prompting and encouragement from me, his history-oriented grandson. He would take a polygraph or be hypnotized or whatever needed. There is no question in my mind that he is telling the truth," end quote. Soon after this report was made, a representative of the Fort Worth Museum of Science and History, Larry Sessions, would interview Silby, referring to him as a remarkable man, but still feeling compelled to add that, quote, "There's no doubt he believes it happened, but that doesn't mean it did happen. Maybe he has an overactive imagination, or maybe his brothers played a trick on him, and he's sort of unconsciously embellished the story over the years," end quote. In an effort to find a more prosaic explanation for the eerie event, Sessions suggested that perhaps Silby had mistaken the little mushroom man for a large frog, an assertion that Silby vigorously rejected. He might not know what it was, but he knew what he saw, and it wasn't a frog. Soon after, in an interview with Fate magazine's Alex Evans, as we said earlier, the respected grandfather described the thing as, quote, "A little man, only 18 inches tall. He didn't seem to have on any shoes, but I don't really remember his feet. His arms were hanging down just beside him. He had on a kind of hat that reminded me of a Mexican hat. It was a little round hat that looked like it was built onto him. Everything looked like a rubber suit, including the hat," end quote. This description opens up the possibility that rather than being an actual organic plant-based humanoid, this mini monster might have been clad in a rubbery suit, one perhaps designed to protect it from the rigors of Earth's atmosphere, though patently failing to protect it from the viciousness of the planet's endemic species. A scene which Silby described thus, quote, "Red blood spilled everywhere, and the being's insides, which looked like human organs, fell to the ground."
Ah, man, what if they just killed like a human in some weird suit?
A baby? Because it's 18 inches
It wouldn't
tall.
be a baby, no.
It would have to be a baby at this point.
It could be a small person. How dare you?
How, 18 inches?
Yeah.
Like even Wang Wang was bigger than that.
Yeah.
The smallest recorded human being, I think, is bigger than 18 inches. I don't know for a fact, but it's got to be real close. And they don't look like fucking mushrooms. They look like tiny people.
Future person.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So we shrink ourselves down.
To travel back in time.
Because of the limited resources, and there's 18.7 billion people on the Earth.
Chris didn't develop new gas yet. Patreon
He will.
spoiler.
Oh, that's right.
That's right.
Someday.
See? When we get our tar pits, and you fucking wait.
Jesus Christ.
You're gonna be like, "Oh, look, people are tiny." Mark was right.
Okay.
Red blood is weird, though.
Well, I mean, a lot of animals on Earth have red blood. All of them.
Yeah.
I think. Most of them, anyway.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Seems like this is some weird plant, emotional plant that's living.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You coming aboard? You know where I'm
Yeah, because
coming
I want to
from.
see them all get devoured by dogs.
But they,
No,
don't,
you
they don't have things like
dick.
human
do.
organs, though.
Yeah, but they have human organs.
Like if it's basically a plant, right? Like
Yeah, why would it have a
All
human?
right, hold on to your speculations.
Okay, here we
We'll
go.
get to the point where we start worrying what this thing is in a minute.
Okay, cool.
So are we dealing with a suit-clad alien astronaut here? A diminutive explorer whose fate was every bit as horrific as the ill-fated rescue crew aboard the fictional Nostromo in 1979's classic creature feature Alien. As in the aforementioned cases of the Melrose Creep and the Derry Faerie, there is no history of reports to corroborate the long-term existence of a creature such as the Green Man in the Farmersville area, or anywhere else for that matter, save for rare examples of walking trees or the strange saga of the West Virginia bow hunter named Jennings Frederick, who in July of 1968 had a run-in with a bizarre plasma-craving plant-based monstrosity known as the Vegetable Man. These are episodes 208 and 13 respectively. 208 being walking trees, 13 being Vegetable Man.
Fucking love Vegetable Man, dude.
Yeah, it's one of my
Great.
favorite
Awesome.
things ever.
Awesome
Like whether or not it's real, I don't know. I don't care.
Cool.
I love
Right.
it.
It's fucking awesome.
If its body, like the walking trees, was truly organic, might we be dealing with native fauna, or more mind-blowing yet, exceedingly advanced ambulatory flora who, while spending most of their time concealed as plants, manage to hide themselves in plain sight? While still an outlying theory, as plants, even the carnivorous ones, move at agonizingly slow rates and have never been known to unearth themselves and walk about, this might be a rare case of spontaneous evolution merging with an ingenious form of camouflage, allowing a fascinating species to remain undetected, except in this solitary example involving observant dogs and terrified youngsters, as well as a handful of others, like the walking trees and whatnot.
Okay.
So, I mean, there are cases, obviously, of walking plants. Ambulatory plant-like things that seem to be
Right.
both humanoid or even animal-like in some cases, or just flat-out fucking trees like Tabonga, from Hell It Came, classic 50s features, or the Woman Eater, even though that didn't walk, that just ate people. Lots of 50s movies had fucking Triffids. Day of the Triffids, most famous.
Yeah.
Moving plants that attacked fuckers.
yeah.
Sometimes they look like plants that move. Sometimes they look like people that are made of plants. Remember that weird walking baby plant man in the Walking Tree saga?
No.
Yeah.
Revisit episode 208 and you'll be able to hear about it. The thing
Okay.
that crossed in front of somebody, but it couldn't bend its knees and it looked part humanoid. It was all fucked up.
Okay.
Then the other thing that came out and scared the couple that was just like this pissy little tree man that was like, get the fuck out of here, but
Yeah,
wasn't actually
okay, no,
speaking
okay,
English.
now-
Those
now
are two different things, but same episode.
It's coming back to me now. Yes. Yes.
We've covered a lot of shit.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's fucking weird, but I mean, there is precedent.
And
is the
dogs
point.
are here to tear them apart.
Well, dogs are here to be alert to things that they are unfamiliar with. And I suppose if they sense it could be threatening the people they love or themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not here to defend. Some dogs are just vicious. But, so maybe they were attacking an innocent creature, but maybe they really sensed something treacherous about this thing, whether or not it really was exuding any sort of psychic and or pheromone-based fucking threat. I don't know how plants fucking show threat. And it was really doing its best to protect the boys. They were.
Those dogs ended it. So
Yeah. Oh, geez. All right.
Yeah.
You're just. I have a feeling you're like standing your ground on Earth that we aren't even fighting over.
I'm standing.
You're like,
next to these
I'm
goddamn
just waiting
dogs.
for Robert Chris to attack me here because this is my parcel.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Your emotional plants can get fucked. My dogs are here to eat them.
For the record, I don't think it's awesome, but I don't blame the dogs.
I mean, yeah. Sometimes I trust a dog generally. It's instincts.
Yeah, do you? Okay.
Well, I mean,
They bark at things a half mile away.
They do.
yeah.
It's a fucking
They
dandelion.
get their
Oh my
dander
God.
up over nothing.
So
my neighbor's dog Tupper, what up Tupper, is old as shit and is ridden with diabetes and just wanders, like just comes in my yard, takes a shit and walks back.
When is this going to be an endorsement for dogs?
Because she just comes by, man. She just chills.
Just
Poor
chills and
dog.
shits,
Yeah,
man.
dude.
Eats the plant people that live in my backyard
right.
before they contaminate the pool.
That's right. I actually tell them, hey guys, I'm out here doing roundup. You might want to keep Tupper over there safe because we don't want her getting roundup.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
how I feel.
all right.
That's
No
how,
one wants to poison a dog.
That's how I feel about
I
emotional
mean,
plants.
not good people.
Anyway, all right, moving on.
But there's another perspective we can look at. Cole Harold had this to say about its potential as a cryptid, quote, "Cryptozoologically speaking, there's never been an exact match to the Farmersville Green Man. My first thought would be to compare it to one of the known semi-aquatic cryptids reported, as these entities are humanoid in form and bright green in color. Yet the most obvious suspects, such as the Loveland Frogmen, the Melrose Monster, Lizard Man of Skateboard Swamp, Breckenridge Fishman, and the Charles Mill Lake Monster, none exactly match. There is one which could, however, with a stretch of the imagination, be the same or similar, and that is the New Kensington Green Thing. That is episode 224, Gonzo Green Things, which I think we referenced in Amphibious Anthropoids episode last week.
Was that the episode with the pissy Kermit the Frog?
Yeah.
Yeah, where it was like, nah.
Well, there was the pissy Kermit the Frog in Lake Constantine, which borders Germany, Austria, and Switzerland.
Yeah.
And it just came out like, fuck you.
Yeah, go get
He's all punk
fucked.
as shit.
Yeah, all right.
The Kensington Green Thing was just this weird thing that popped out of a sewer, and these kids tried to capture it, and he had floppy ass ears.
Gotcha, cool. I like
I
it.
think.
All right.
We did episodes, as we know, of course, we did a mega series on the Loveland Frogmen. Not only the original episode, which I believe is our first episode, but the addendum, which really covers it. We did Millrace Monster early on. We have not yet done the Lizard Man of Skateboard Swamp or the Breckenridge Fishman, but we absolutely did Charles Mill Lake Monster with, I think, orange eyes.
We did, yeah.
So
early on.
You can find them in the back catalog, even though I didn't mention. So Cole continues. The New Kensington case describes a bipedal creature green in color with a human-like form. But the reason I mention it as a possibility is that the New Kensington case involves both a head crest and two large floppy ear-like structures that one could describe as sombrero-like. Now, the problem, of course, with this is that, again, if we take a literal look at the description, it still does not match up. The New Kensington Green Thing has a tail, and also the ears and the crest are not the same as the sombrero-like structure growing from the skull of the creature. That is true. This, however, does not discredit the cryptid hypothesis, as this species is clearly biological in nature since it has internal organs and blood. Perhaps this organism is an incredibly rare species that was only chronicled at least this once, and chances are it is now probably extinct. End quote. All valid points.
Yeah, that's a great little breakdown right there.
Why I don't think it is a conventional lizard or even a reptilian cryptid is because, I mean, they're growing boys. They would know what a fucking reptile is, I would think. I
mean,
yeah.
The fleshy sombrero.
A bipedal fleshy sombrero having, fungoid is not, to me, I mean, I guess it could be. And I don't know. I know there's like Jesus lizards, things that run on their, hind legs, but not any that are like actively bipedal.
Right.
But still, I mean, you can't count it out. And so he was absolutely right to point all of that out. Also, that it is corporeal.
Yeah, there's blood.
Whether it's alien, whether it's whatever,
organs.
it's corporeal.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
So that much is true. And cryptid seems to fit the bill because what the fuck? If it's corporeal and it's not like an animal we know, it's an animal we don't know. Ergo, it's cryptozoological.
Then again, we could be going right back to subterranean species, dude. Shit living underground, left the kingdom, torn apart by dogs. His friends come to pick him up, clean the scene. Can't let anyone know about where you're living.
Yeah. When the mushroom people go English, trying to
dude,
sow their wild oats.
Fucking torn apart by dogs.
Sometimes shit goes south.
Torn asunder.
Be that as it may. In both cases, that of the Melrose Creep and especially the Green Man, it's impossible not to at least entertain the thought that we might be dealing with an entirely foreign hierarchy of life, one that did not come into being on alien worlds or silently evolve here on Earth, but exists on an altogether unique plane of reality, one that humanity has caught glimpses of over the ages, but has never been able to qualify or map out geographically, as it is a mystical place where infinitely more clever and vastly older humanoid creatures are known to exist. A place that esteemed ufologist Jacques Fabrice Villiers dubbed Magonia, but which we commonly refer to as Fairyland. If a magical mushroom man could hail from anywhere, it would seem that the homes of the Seelie and Unseelie courts is as natural a place as any. I mean, a mushroom dude. I know. Cole called the troll mushroom wizard Gelwin
Right.
down from the ether, and I mean, weird fucking planty mushroom dude.
Yeah, I mean,
if that's not Fae,
it is.
fuck.
It's Fae as shit, dude.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean,
that's not evidence, by the way.
Well,
I think that went without saying.
as seen in Troll.
I mean, as all our scientific references, as everyone knows, go back to horror films, mostly from the 80s.
Yep.
Occasionally science fiction films.
Or my inability to recollect anything apparently from the Neverending Story. It's fine.
It's all valid.
Yeah.
It's all valid.
Yeah, all right, man. So Jacques Vallée, one of these things got one of the Fairyland.
So maybe
people.
Fae. Maybe a goblin, maybe a goblin,
Okay.
maybe a troll, maybe a fairy. I don't know what mushroom people are. I don't know fairy lore for shit.
No.
I've got Janet Board's book and it's excellent and I
Okay.
love it. But I'm not an expert on fairy lore, I must admit.
You know, I mean, we hit everything here, I think, as far as what it could possibly
Oh,
be.
we haven't.
Oh, there's more.
Of course, if other realms are open for discussion, perhaps these things, whether vicious looking or merely victims, accidentally ambled in from another dimension.
Oh, how did I forget the transdimensional shit? God damn it.
Not one of magic and mischief, but simply alternate biology. I mean, you got to throw it out there.
Yeah. dude.
Interdimensional.
The veil.
Planetary.
Pierce said
interdimensional.
veil and then get torn asunder by a dog.
That would suck.
That's
no way to fucking say hi to Earth.
Well, it could happen to one of us, man. Something could happen. Walk out your door, all of a sudden you're in a totally different dimension. You get ripped apart by a giant dog.
Could you imagine?
I mean, what a bummer.
That would suck.
yeah.
Especially
You know?
because dogs are not inherently evil by and large.
No.
You know,
no.
They're trained to be that way or they're starved to be
You can be
that
attacked
way.
by a bird, big giant bird.
Anything. You
Yeah.
could go into another dimension and you have no idea what kind of predator is going to see you as a threat because you're foreign, you're
Right.
different, and you're alien, literally, and you get, rendered, and then fuck. You can't report it to anyone. You can't even get back home where everyone
No.
thinks you're crazy and no one believes you.
You just slip dimensions and something nabs you, dude.
And that happened all the time, allegedly, in days of yore.
Yeah.
That's what vortices were all about. You slip in, you're gone for an hour, you're back 17 years later, your kids are grown up, they're on to their own grandkids.
Chris
'cause
and
it's
I almost
mid-age age.
fell into a vortex.
Medieval.
It
Potentially.
watered. Yeah, I
You
mean,
went to a place that had a vortex, right?
we did, yeah, and we
You
tried
could have
to-
slipped.
We tried.
Things have been downhill since then.
Oh man.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. You know what?
pluses and minuses.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
I was always blaming my use of chaos magic. Maybe it was the fucking vortice that that fucking sucked us
Well,
in.
seeing as I never went with you two, either I'm the one that's in the sucky dimension already, or you guys managed to come back and things just suck of their own accord. Because I remember you guys leaving without me, and I had to at the last second bail.
Yeah.
But I'm still me, as far as I'm concerned. I never went to the fucking vile
We
vortices.
don't know if you are though. That's the thing.
No,
Chris
you're
and I
right. You could have
wouldn't
slipped into
know.
another dimension. I
Right.
just might be shitbag Rob and never even knew it. Thought I
Yeah.
was okay, Rob.
Chris and I drove back to a totally different world. We didn't
God,
know about.
the other Rob must be living the life of Riley.
Yeah.
That lucky son of a
We gotta
bitch.
go back.
Me and Chris are going
Yeah, say
back.
hi for me. Leave me behind, fuck faces.
Yeah, but then you get the other ones that you wouldn't even know.
Why don't you
probably.
bring me back and fucking I can kill the other Rob?
No,
Live his
because
life.
that's going to cause a whole multi-dimensional.
You don't even like that
multiverse
dude.
thing.
You've been friends with me for years now. I'm your Rob now.
But we
I'm the new Rob.
We like and love all Robs. How dare you?
Well, we can maybe exist together.
we all change as
we can
people.
share the Rob hood. I'm just saying, take me with you. Don't leave me.
He looks like he's concerned. He's like, you sons of bitches.
I'm not
don't
staying
leave."
in the shit dimension where
No.
I want to go back to the dimension where there's no COVID, no
Yeah.
crap.
Oh no.
Good
Oh,
times
no.
all
No,
abounding.
You're gonna get
Right.
other dimension. Mark and Chris
It's all
coming
sex
back.
and pizza. Yeah, I know. I get these fuck faces coming back.
These two miserable pricks. Mark used to be real positive. Now he's a real pissy bastard.
Yeah, I had no idea it had been a dimensional shift.
Oh, God.
All right, back to the program. We'll discuss travel arrangements later. Okay, you're not going without me.
Oh, shit.
Of course, if other I already just read that, or failing any competent classification in either cryptozoological, alien, or fairy lore, maybe we're dealing with earth or nature spirits every bit as indigenous to our world as any of us. Beings designed to roam in and protect natural places. The elementals of alchemist lore, representing the foundational elements such as earth, water, air, fire, and sometimes void. It's the Y. It's the alternate vowel of elementals. There's the air, earth, wind, and fire. Or well, wind is air.
And then void?
Water, and then void.
Like
That's the alternate
Eldritch
elemental.
H.P. Lovecraft horror void?
That's the first thing I think of. Perhaps other people just think of it as the ether, the nothingness of space, the empty spaces between
it's
things.
Where the old dark gods
Of course,
live.
that's what we know the truth because we're living in the dark shit dimension, and that's the first place we go.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry our listeners had to find out that we're all in this dimension together. This way.
Shit.
It's not fair to them.
The Watertown Vortex fucked us. Son of a bitch. What's up, Watertown? Give us our old selves back.
If these things are indeed real, then the options as to their origins is epic in scope. So I think we covered everything.
Okay.
Possible elementals, nature
Yeah.
spirits, even though elementals are more of an alchemist creation, but whatever. Fairy folk,
Yeah,
aliens, interdimensionals, cryptozoological,
interdimensional, yeah.
or possibly misidentified fucking bullfrogs.
Yeah.
I'm not rooting for that.
No.
Because I think 3 fucking boys know what a fucking frog looks
I mean,
like.
if you get one of those big bastards, one of those huge
Yeah, but it still
fuckers.
doesn't look like a fucking bipedal mushroom,
No,
dude.
it doesn't.
It still looks
but
like a big fucking frog. Like, frogs never not look like frogs.
It's true. It's true.
Even multicolored poison dart frogs still look like foundationally frogs.
Yeah, foundational frog.
And the Melrose fucking creep is a completely different breed of cat that you cannot mistake for anything real.
No, you can't. Okay. All right. Well, we hit every possibility here.
While as in the Melrose creep case, there was no direct connection between the Farmersville Green Man and UFOs, Sylvie Latham reported to Fate magazine that in 1915, 2 years after the harrowing demise of the tiny being, he and his brothers were stunned by the sight of, quote, a mysterious object carrying 2 lights, one in the front and one in the back, end quote, soaring silently through the air near Celeste, Texas. Not directly associated with us 2 years later. So it just might be some other crazy shit Sylvie and his bros are seeing.
UFO?
And maybe they're keeping track on the fuckers that were responsible for killing their brethren.
Yeah.
Maybe it's utterly unrelated. Maybe this dude's batshit crazy. There's no way of knowing.
Some people talk to ghosts, see a Bigfoot, and get abducted by aliens.
It does happen.
We have talked to them.
Yeah.
It is
and I don't doubt when I hear their testimony. They're
it's a
sincere.
possibility. Some people have a very active paranormal life, and others of us don't.
That's true.
There you go.
I think I'm okay with that.
I'm fine.
Yeah. I don't know if I need this shit.
I don't.
It's so much. And if I saw a little man thing get killed in front of me,
I'm okay with
that would fucking scar me.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with that.
Continuing. 3 years after which, in 1918, Sylvie claimed to have witnessed a fireball falling from the sky. The odd object, not unlike the Delphos, Kansas case of 1971, left behind nothing but a circle of grayish powder. That would prove to be the last of the Latham brothers' potentially paranormal exploits. In the end, we are no closer to solving the riddles behind these 2 encounters than we were when we started. But one of the things that makes this workaday world in which we live so fascinating is that every so often, stories like these come down the pike and force us to contend with the fact that, like it or not, we just might be sharing this small blue GPS-plotted planet with bizarre beings of unknowable origins. And I, for one, delight in that.
Oh, shit. Melrose Creep and the Farmersville Green Man. There it is. A huge swath of what this thing could be. It could be anything at this point.
Oh, I mean, it is a Mystery
Honestly,
Bag Monday
it really
in that
is.
it is truly enigmatic.
It is. I've been hitting the subterranean hard with this. I think I'm going to stick with it. Because if these things do exist, and I mean, obviously we have there's no evidence or anything that they're not on our plane of existence because they clearly are, they've been interacted with. And even in the Melrose
If the stories are true as told, they are interactively on our world.
And the Melrose Creep even came back.
Allegedly.
If a dude lost his shit. I think we're dealing with some unknown subterranean species, man, that just kind of come up now and again. And I'm sure there's plenty of places they can climb out of, like fissures and holes and caverns.
Sewer drains. Who knows?
I don't know about sewer drains. I mean, sewers are tiny.
No, all of them?
You know, yeah. Well, you know what? The little green dude, 18 inches.
Yeah.
He could probably fucking hang out in his it's gonna be a tight pit, but he could hang out, get a big like 40 big ass 42-inch pipe. He could be like that.
I mean, I don't know how extensive indoor plumbing was in 1913 rural northern Texas.
Yeah, it wasn't. There was just an outdoor shit house.
Probably.
More than likely.
I don't know. I know my dad was shitting in outhouses in the fucking 30s, so fuck.
Okay.
Fucked if I know.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I didn't know nothing about.
Yeah, I mean, if these things are just underground and they happen to come up now and again, we would have no idea that they're down there. And that's, again, dude, the kingdom. It's where the kingdom is.
Kingdom of Caves.
Kingdom of Caves in the bite and down there, getting torn apart by dogs.
You
man.
did not jump to interdimensional for once. I'm proud of you.
I didn't. I don't know, man. I got a nagging feeling that this species particularly lives underground.
Both of them, or just one of them?
I think both
Melrose and Green Man.
Well, you know, maybe the Green Man could be faerie. I like the whole Jacques Vallée angle with that little Magonia crossing over the Magonia, getting
Fell
murdered.
off a skyship.
Yeah, get murdered by dogs. Yeah.
And it probably was murder. It probably was sentient. I'd like to think it was just a dumb animal, and still they can suffer, and they shouldn't. I agree with that idea, but I hate to think it was something self-aware, communicative, trying its best to thrive in a world it never made, just like Howard the Duck.
Yeah.
And just got fucking torn to pieces.
Per Howard the Duck.
Per the scientific study known as Howard the Duck.
Oh,
the impeccable
shit.
fucking comparative research
All
done
right,
for that
man.
movie.
So I got the creeper being subterranean, and I got the Green Man being in the Fae folk. Christopher,
Yeah.
what do you got?
Well, none of that, obviously.
Okay, cool. I like
It's
it.
never that usually for me, except when it is.
Oh.
And sometimes
but
it is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, there is no other. It has to be. So sometimes.
Sometimes
But,
it's
I mean-
literally the only option.
I mean, these they're all listed here. Nothing points to anything for me at all.
Yeah.
Could be anything except for the second one. I really don't think the second one's plant at all. It seems to be more biological, not a plant.
Not a lot of organs in plants. Not a lot of
red
blood.
red blood,
Red
blood,
blood
and organs,
is the
screams.
one that gives it away. No, like photos,
Mammal.
like no like photosynthesis.
Like could have just could have had some sort of deformation on its head.
Yeah, that fleshy.
Right? Like
a mangy, weird squirrel with a fucking big tumor on its head. A big sombrero tumor. Tumor squirrel.
It's a fucked up raccoon.
Could have been, man. Could have been fucked up anything. Maybe it was left behind by whatever it was because it was fucked up. You know, sometimes animals just abandon their for fucked up reasons, or they eat them because they're stupid.
Oh, yeah, bears.
Not
do
because
that
kids are
shit.
stupid, but they're
bears
stupid.
eat their young and shit.
But that's all I got as far as where it came
all
from.
right, man. I'm
Sure.
That poor raccoon with a giant cancer fucking sombrero, just getting ripped apart by a dog. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't make it any prettier.
Can you just tell me it's
No.
an alien? Just tell me it's an alien, please.
Does that make it better?
Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'll tell you this.
Okay.
And my idea is
Okay.
that the
better.
Farmersville Green Man is probably an alien.
Okay.
The super rubbery description of the suit, granted, it's filled with fucking gelatinous body parts, but that's what a person would be. If a moon, man or creature with its pets, that are colossal, tore apart some Apollo astronauts, it would look like a weird plasticky skin with lots of blood and fucking organs inside.
It's an interesting angle. I never thought about that.
And so, I mean, it really seems to me like he's describing an exosuit of some sort.
Okay.
And that this thing was just off exploring, doing whatever. Maybe from the inner Earth, maybe from the outer space. I don't know.
From the inner space, dude.
That's what I'm saying.
A reality adjacent to ours, a murder is committed.
Okay, no. I mean, Hollow Earth bullshit, maybe, but no, I don't know if I go that far. But yeah, sure, I have it. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. So yes, inner space. But either way, I think it was an explorer, a knot, if you will.
Oh.
Doing its best to try to figure out what's going on, trying to figure out what cotton is, wondering what these creatures are, enjoying a sunny day maybe for the first time in its life, because in the cold vacuum of space or in deep underground, you don't get a lot of sun. And then suddenly it finds itself in multiple pieces.
It's the death of a cryptonaut.
The other thing, however, the Melrose creep, I mean, there's no indication that it's intelligent, really. That could be a fucked up bear. For some reason, walking on its hind legs, hairless, and in the dark of night, you know, Captain Morgan, let's use his official title, fucking just mistook it as like, you know, maybe some eye shine or something, this red-eyed, toothy fiend. But I mean, who the fuck knows?
I like that. I would have never thought you would say fucked up bear, some kind of fucked up bear.
Well, all right, let's go back to the science we know and love. The movie Prophecy, 1979, Inside Out Bear.
Inside
Talia
Out Bear,
Shire.
yeah.
Fucking Mercury from the waste plant of the paper mill created Inside Out Bear and fucking mad raccoons that attacked Talia Shire while she's pregnant, thus infecting her baby, setting up a sequel that never happened, I might add. But you get a 14, 15, 16, I don't fucking know, a big ass Inside Out Bear who takes a kid in a sleeping bag, slams it against a rock where it explodes in blood and feathers, one of the great grindhouse moments of the 70s. So if I'm going to use the impeccable science of fucking bad horror films, which is what we do clearly, that's probably an Inside Out Bear.
You know what? You're not wrong. Friend, you're not wrong.
And that's one to grow on.
And there it is.
Okay.
Awesome. Well, thank y'all for joining us, man. The Melrose Creep and the Farmersville Green Man. Appreciate y'all tuning in every week, checking this out. Ways to support us on Patreon, patreon.com/Cryptonaut podcast. $1 is the one bonus audio and the shout out. $5 is the 4, possibly 5, depending on how many Sundays are in the goddamn month.
Facts.
Audios, shout outs, all of those 2 tiers will get you connected into the Discord. Connect that up because we have a movie night coming up, and that will be announced on the Discord, and we will announce it next week. And we'll be just get on the socials. Be sure to check us out there. We'll do all that shit. Robert, Patreon shout outs, let's do them. Good, sir.
Just a joy to say the names of these diligent, dutiful, delightful motherfuckers who support us.
Look at you, Mr. Words.
Yeah.
D-words. Mr. Handsy Words.
You're getting handsy with them words,
yeah,
Rob. What are you doing?
Touching them fucking
hey,
words.
come on, huh? Check the ID.
You're going to get put on a list.
Ty.
Thank you, Ty.
Ty is the first one. Thank you, Ty. Jim Grim Ghost Basilone.
Thank you. That's a fucking hell yeah, Grim Ghost. Jim the Grim Ghost. What up? Thank you.
I hope that's your real middle name.
Oh my God, me so.
Ian.
What up? Thank you, Ian.
Zach Snyers.
Hell yeah, Zach. What up?
Suzanne.
Thank you, Suzanne.
Jeffer Metcalf.
Thank you so much, Jeffer.
Ryan Donna.
What up, Ryan?
Scooter Fox.
Oh, fuck a Scooter Fox.
Zach Rochek.
Thank you, Zach.
Rounding it out, Jason Cruz.
Oh, thank you, Jason. Again, thank you to everyone that supports us over there at patreon.com/Cryptonaut podcast. The social medias, fellows, we're out there. We're doing it. We're being media. We're being social. The Instas and the Twitters and the Facebooks and all those places. Hit us up, DM us, whatever. We're there. You guys have personal accounts?
We do. You sound exhausted when you're saying this. It's wonderful.
Yeah, I'm like, fucking socials, dudes. It's, you know.
Thinking of the list. It's hard.
The Instagrams are where I fucking live and thrive. And man, my Instagram algorithm is getting weird.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It was Ultraman and just chicks in yoga pants.
All right, fair.
And now it's expanding out. Electrical accidents.
Oh.
Yeah, it's weird. Really weird.
That is a weird trifecta.
Yeah, it was weird. It was really weird. Because I'm just like, oh, fucking Ultraman Taiga, cool, fucking cool kaiju shit. Oh, some chicken yoga pants shaking her ass. Awesome. Like, oh my God, someone getting hit with 480. What the fuck? Yeah, man, it's weird.
Okay.
Internet's a weird place, man. I don't like algorithms.
Who does?
I don't know.
I actually do. I'm not going to lie. Because a lot of times that shit knows what I do want to see. But then again, my algorithms are like bad old movies, cryptozoology. They're really in my wheelhouse. So when they start like delivering like weird UFO documentaries from the 70s or whatever, I'm like, yeah, fucking A, deliver.
I don't know why mine had to go to accident videos, man.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that happened. The other two are pretty self-explanatory.
No, the other two are me. Honestly.
Yeah, there's a reason it popped in there.
I don't know the accident one though. I don't.
You
like
gotta
that.
be careful. Like you can't like use your shit to look at shit that you don't want to be identified with.
For some reason it popped up. Man, don't like it. Regardless of socials, do it. We're hanging out. We got T-shirts and whatnots. Summertime T-shirts over there at HellerSpace.com, the T Public shop. We also got CryptonautMerch.com, CrowdMade. Check that out there. And dude, that's everything.
That's it.
That's it. We nailed it.
The thing.
It's all done. And thank you for joining us. Thank you for listening every week. We appreciate your support. Thank you to our sponsors. Holy shit. Our sponsors, BetterHelp, awesome.
Oh,
Fucking
yeah,
Lumi Labs, awesome. We got a new one coming up. I think this month, actually. A Factor, I believe.
Oh, yeah, the food.
I sent you an email. You got to fill out your form. They're going to send you some free food.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Love
Shit.
eating.
Me and Chris both got Chef's Choice.
Did you?
I don't know what that is, though.
I didn't know.
I'm kind of thinking I fucked up. I should have done protein.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we
No, I'm doing Chef's Choice.
Yeah, whatever. We'll check it out. But thank you to all of us, everyone that sponsors us. We appreciate it. And if you want to support us via those sponsors, that helps us out a lot. Do it. It's cool. You know, even the auto ads in the beginning. It's if you listen to those or whatever, it's huge. It helps us out quite a bit.
It really does.
The advertising, we're extremely lucky to have sponsors and advertisers. We appreciate them all every day, all the time. There you have it. Thank you all so very much, and we'll be talking with you soon.
Fucking A right.
Later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Later.
In the other dimension, we got like Nike and hookers. It's great. All our sponsors
Oh, I was like, what?
are just
Wait
amazing.
a minute.
That now makes sense.
Male, female, all across
We
the
got
board.
Nike and hookers. I mean,
But I'm stuck in this fuckbag dimension with you
No.
two now.
oh, dude, we have online therapy and
I
fucking
know.
weed gummies. Come on.
I didn't sign up for this hippie dimension.
But dude,
The fuck, dude?
Yeah, you were born into it.
That's so true.
How do you think we feel? We
Yeah.
left the good one.
yeah,
Hey, I
exact-
started this podcast happy to be here, and now look what you've done.
Oh, God.
Look what you fucking done.
And you know what? It
know.
coincides.
Nice
when
vortex, dicks.
that vortex trip coincides when I stopped smoking and started vaping. When I
where it all
when
went
I
south.
fucking hit the ciggy butts, I stopped doing the ciggy butts, and then I started vaping. That's the goal. That was when it happened. It's when Chris and I came back.
In the other dimension, you have
Yeah.
COPD already.
I'm still,
Oh, man. I know, right?
I got fucking.
Because you're a quitter.
I got one
Yeah.
of those. You don't always die from
Oh,
tobacco. I got
no.
one of those fucking going on.
I am glad for that part.
Yes,
Okay,
I
fine.
am fine. I quit smoking.
We'll
and
make
it's
the
a good
best of this
thing.
fucking dimension, all of us.
Well, dude, I
What
mean,
choice?
We don't know if the other podcast. We don't know if the other dimension has a new podcast or not. Could be the old podcast.
Yeah, no, I
Who
mean
fucking knows?
that shit could have gone nuclear with
Yeah.
Ukraine. Who knows? It might be a shitty dimension now.
Ooh,
We might be the
yeah.
good dimension now.
All right. Whew.
Yeah, we're the good one.
Well,
Let's
we
just
should be
believe
happy
it.
where we are.
Yeah.
I don't want to be without you guys. I'm happy to be.
That's
here.
what I'm saying. You
All
can't
right,
leave
fine.
me behind.
True.
I love it.
All right. There
All
it
right,
is.
well, happy. Nothing happened.
All right.
Nothing
Yeah,
happened.
I love you guys. Goodbye.
Yeah, no, you guys went to a park and nothing happened.
Fine.
Amen.
No.
But I know better.
We went to Bob Evans.
Bob Evans, you son of a bitch.
I knew you'd do us wrong.
Ah, you goddamn. All right. Bye.